volunteers rated the experience as having spiritual significance and sustained positive changes in behavior.
Most people had experiences that really looked quite indistinguishable from classically occurring mystical type experiences.
The study is nothing like those done in the 60s. They're far more controlled. The goal is to explore whether this drug could prove therapeutic to those terminally ill.
Volunteers who are under psychological distress secondary to a cancer diagnosis. And the thought here is that an experience of this type, primary mystical experience, might well alter the course and the perception that the individual has of their disease process and quality of life.
As for those volunteers who took that long, strange trip on Johns Hopkins couch, the study says most have no regrets and feel their world is a better place because of it.
Well, guess what? We've got another drug. It is synthetic, and it makes you love everybody. It's called ecstasy. Now, who doesn't want to take ecstasy?
You know, when I think about it, that first time, it was like 2.5 hours of complete and utter rest. Rest from worry, rest from anxiety.
You can walk up to perfect strangers and have a conversation with them like you've known them your entire life. You smile at people and they smile back. Like, you just feel like part of something, like everyone loves you and you love everyone else.
My 19th birthday party, I had like 15 of my closest friends, and we all did it, and we all just sat in a room and just bonded, and everybody like opened up and shared and gave massages to each other, and it was still, if I look back, probably the best birthday I've ever had.
This morning, the Drug Enforcement Administration is announcing its intention to place the drug known as MDMA, or by the street name ecstasy, under emergency controls in Schedule 1.
I've taken MDMA 100 times over the last 20 years. I feel fine. There are millions of people who have taken MDMA and don't obviously look brain damaged. Somehow in our culture, we've developed this belief in science so much so that we ignore the evidence in front of our own eyes.
When I read some of the stuff that's printed by the government these days about ecstasy, I just laugh. I just break up laughing. I mean, you know, I've read that one pill can cause Parkinson's disease and things like this, and it's like, wow, I know thousands of people that have taken thousands of them, and I don't know anybody who had Parkinson's disease.
I mean, it's embarrassing to be in your 30s and be afraid to go into your house, you know, or to be alone in your house.
She was diagnosed with post-traumatic stress disorder, but nothing helped her until she met Dr. Michael Mithoefer, who was researching MDMA as a part of therapy. MDMA, of course, is better known by its street name, ecstasy. Take a look here, at least 99 different types of pills, as you see right there. When taken, it causes the brain to be flooded with neurotransmitters, especially serotonin, and that's the key to our moods and our emotions. Some doctors say it's the well-known effects of ecstasy: open alertness, euphoria, calmness, that could prove useful when it comes to therapy. Mithoefer's pilot study involved 21 patients. Those getting MDMA with therapy saw more improvement in their mental well-being than patients who got a placebo. Just as important, there were no major side effects. Some illicit ecstasy users run into problems like a rapid heart rate and depression.
I'm excited that we got this kind of result, but it is only a first step.
Did it work?
Oh, I'd say absolutely.
I'm just going, wow, I can't believe I have this in my head. I can't believe it's in me.
I had recurrent dreams since I was a little kid. It's like I'd be walking through a house and the lights would turn out, and then this force would overwhelm me. After the MDMA, I fought it once, and it never happened again.
4 years since the last MDMA session. The nightmares are gone.
I don't think there's any doubt that some people have been scared away from MDMA use by what they've been told. They saw that picture of holes in the brain and they said, okay, not my brain. So I think that the, if you will, the propaganda effort has had its impact.
The U.S. government's claim that ecstasy causes devastating, irreversible brain damage was a dramatic exaggeration of the risk. And remember Dr. Riccardi's 2002 study, the one that claimed humans could develop Parkinson's disease from one common recreational dose of ecstasy? This dire warning was based on experiments performed on monkeys, injected with what Dr. Riccardi claimed was ecstasy.
Other items in the national news tonight. One of the country's leading researchers into the effects of the drug ecstasy has admitted a major flaw in his research. Dr. George Riccardi of Johns Hopkins University has retracted a study published last year which claimed that a single night of using ecstasy can cause serious brain damage and even Parkinson's disease. Dr. Riccardi admitted he mistakenly gave methamphetamine, a far more toxic substance than ecstasy, to the monkeys he used in the study.
The government has been determined to stop the spread of ecstasy by making dramatic claims about brain damage that are exaggerated and unconvincing. And the ecstasy users we talk to are simply not listening.
It's called dimethyltryptamine. It's produced by your pineal gland. It's actually a gland that's in the center of your brain. It's the craziest drug ever. It's the most potent psychedelic known to man. Literally, but the craziest thing is about it, it's natural. And your brain produces it every night as you sleep.
This leaf here is a chacruna leaf, and this vine here is the ayahuasca vine. And the two of these together are what make the magical brew and the healing medicine that we drink in the ayahuasca ceremonies.
It's a human neurotransmitter. It exists in every single one of us, and yet it's one of the most illegal substances in the world. It's more illegal than heroin. It's just as illegal as it is the most illegal substance you could possibly get. Yet it exists in almost every ecosystem. It's in grasses and animals. It's the pineal gland that produces it. Literally, is your third eye. In reptiles, it actually has a retina, a cornea, and a lens.
When we increase this compound inside of our brain, what we're really doing is increasing awareness. We're increasing our connection with Source. We're empowering ourselves, and we're actually activating the body. We're becoming more aware of our experience of life here on Earth. Here's something else that's really interesting about the pineal gland, is that it actually starts to calcify as we get older. But the calcification is actually caused from the fluoride that's in water. That's right, the very tap water that you drink.